Hello everybody, you're tuning into the 25-12 Pittsburgh Pirates play the 18-19 Chicago Cubs at Wrigley Field. It is a great night for baseball, as you can see, very clear skies, and there is Giancarlo Stanton and Miggy Cabrera. Stanton struggling as of late, so he's going to switch it up for this game with no batting gloves. This is the pitcher for the Cubs, Ruby De La Rosa, with a 5-1 record, 1.71 ERA, and 50 strikeouts on the season in 47 innings. So a good season for Ruby De La Rosa up to this point. Let's see what the Pirates offense can do against this great pitcher. This is the Pirates lineup: Jock Peterson, Javier Baez, Chris Bryant, Giancarlo Stanton, Greg Bird, Kim, Schwarber, Uggla, and Skaggs. There is Tyler Skaggs, the pitcher for the Pirates. He has a 3-2 record with a 3.91 ERA, 29 strikeouts, and 46 innings pitched this season. So a pretty decent season for Skaggs. Let's see what the Cubs offense can do against him today. Here's Skaggs with the 2-1 count to Mookie Betts leading off the game. And Betts will take this one up the middle. Javier Baez will get to it and barely get Mookie Betts at first base. A great play to start off the game for the Pittsburgh defense. Let's see the Cubbies lineup: Mookie Betts, Hazelbaker, Cabrera, Frazier, Galvis, Jeanette, Przinski, Ruby De La Rosa, and Billy Hamilton to round it out in the 9-hole. Let's see what Hazelbaker can do with the 1-2 count. He will hit this one to left, and it looks like Kim will lose it in the lights, and this one will roll all the way to the ivy out in left. Let's hope Hazelbaker cannot get to third base, and he will not. A great cut in from Kim. Just looked like he lost that one in the light. Let's watch the replay here. Hazelbaker will put a nice swing on this one. A great stroke out to left field. Just looks like Kim lost it in the lights, and Hazelbaker will get into second pretty easily. Doesn't even need to slide, but just does anyways. Here comes Miguel Cabrera at third in the NL with batting average, .339 average, 9 homers, 24 RBIs on the season. So a great season so far for Miguel Cabrera. This is the 38th game of the season as well. Cabrera will be chasing this two-seamer outside. Let's see what he can do with the 1-2 count. And Skaggs will get him chasing on the low and out changeup. So Cabrera will be striking out to Skaggs. So not looking as deadly as he has been this season. This is the fielding alignment for the Pittsburgh Pirates. The only thing switched is Baez and Uggla have switched back to their normal positions. Just seeing how it would work for this game, as the defense has been playing relatively well. Here comes Greg Bird batting with the 3-1 count, and he will take this slider out for ball 4, so he will walk. And let's see what Kim can do now. The last 5 games, he has been struggling with a 1-2 count. Let's see what he can do. And let's see the 1-2. Greg Bird will be off for second. That is a little surprising. He is not the fleetest of foot, but he will get in relatively easily. So now a 2-2 count to Kim. And let's see if he can move Greg. Here's Kim now with a 3-2 count and 1 out. Let's see if he can move a Bird over to third, and he will hit a nice ball. Cabrera will make a nice stab at it, but he will move Greg Bird over to third. But now there will be 2 outs in the inning. So hopefully the next man up, Kyle Schwarber, can get a base hit, or they're not going to be able to score against this good pitcher, De La Rosa. He has under a 2 ERA this season. Schwarber is down 0-2 in the count, so it's not looking too good for the Buccos here this inning. Let's see what he can do. The pitch will be on its way, and this pitch is very close. 95-mile-an-hour heater on the inside half of the plate, barely missing the strike zone there. A centimeter over, and that's strike 3 for Schwarber. The 1-2 count with 2 outs will be taken right back up the middle for a single. So great all-around hitting display for the Pirates. Kim moving Greg Bird over to third. The walk from Greg Bird, and then the hit from Schwarber right there. Just great hitting for the Pirates. That's what they're going to have to do to win this ballgame against the Cubs today, with a great pitcher like De La Rosa pitching with a under 2 ERA and a 5-1 record. Here's Freddie Galvis now with the 3-2 count in the second, and he will take this one right back up the middle. Jock Peterson will get this one in to the cutoff man Uggla, and the Cubs have something working. Here's Scooter Jeanette with the 1-2 count. Jeanette will line it right over Javier Baez's head. Let's hope Jock can get it in quickly to not allow Galvis to get to third, and that's exactly what he'll do. Make a great cut throw in. Here is the pitcher batting with 1-2 count and 2 outs, and he will single up the middle, helping himself out. Right here, and he will drive in the tying run. So De La Rosa really helping his own cause here. Here comes Billy Hamilton with the 0-2 count. Let's see what he does. Skaggs delivers, and he will just ground this one over to Bird, who will step on to first to end this second inning. Here comes Tyler Skaggs now batting. He has a 1-1 count. Let's see what he can do. 1-1 count in the third. He will ground this one over to the third baseman, who will make a great throw over to first to Miguel Cabrera. Todd Frazier with the good throw to Miguel. And this is the upcoming schedule for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Their next series against the Braves, and then the series after the Braves will be playing the Rockies. So let's hope they can get some more wins in those series, because they have 4 games at the Braves and 3 at the Rockies. Here comes Javier Baez with a 3-1 count and 2 outs, and he will take this one right back up the middle for a nice single. A good way to start it off with 2 outs, maybe get a 2-out rally working here for the Pirates. A good hit for Baez there. He's been heating up as of late, as he started off the season pretty cold, but he's just picking it up as of late. De La Rosa not too happy right there. Now here comes Chris Bryant with a 1-1 count and 2 outs in the top of the third inning. De La Rosa, this will be his 41st pitch of the ball game. And Bryant will swing it right through this slider, low and out of the zone. Let's see, on the 1-2, maybe he's going to have to protect the plate here, go for some contact. Javier Baez, and he will strike out on the high slider. Chris Bryant not agreeing with it, but that will be the end of the Pirates' half of the inning. Here comes Mookie Betts with the 1-2 count. Tyler Skaggs making this pitch, and that will be fouled off by Mookie Betts. Let's see what he can do with the 1-2 count. Not trying to give him anything he can hit here. Tyler Skaggs, I'm guessing. And he will check swing, but he will be out. Tyler Skaggs with a great curveball right there, getting a Mookie out. Let's see if he does go. And the slow motion replay, and yes, he does. It does go across the plate, and he will be out. That is a for sure strikeout. Here comes Hazel Baker again, who doubled earlier due to the lights, and Kim couldn't get there. And Skaggs will make a great play coming off the mound and firing over to first. A great play from Tyler Skaggs, having to deal with the mound and the ground ball hitting the mound. You never know how that could go. And he will come off the mound and make a fadeaway type throw, if you will, and he will get Hazel Baker out. Here comes Greg Bird batting with a 3-2 count in the fourth inning, and Bird will walk again. I'm pretty sure that's his second walk of the day. Here comes Kim batting with a 3-0 count. Let's see what he can do. He wants an up fastball. That's where he really likes to hit those pitches. And Kim will be taking the inside fastball, so the Pirates have something rolling here now. 2 runners on, and it's still tied actually, so this is big. Here is Schwarber with the 1-2 count, and he will take this one too deep right field, and the runners are very confused. They didn't know if he's going to catch it, and he doesn't. It's way over his head. The runner will be rounding third and heading for home. Will he get in safely? Yes, Greg Bird will slide in safely. So that's his second scored run of the day. 2 runs have been scored by Greg Bird today. The pitching coach will come out of the dugout to try to calm down De La Rosa, as he just got rocked right there by Kyle Schwarber. That's his second hit of the day, and he's driving in another run. So 2 RBIs so far for Kyle Schwarber. Here comes Dan Uggla with the 1-1 count, the second baseman for this Pirates team. Let's see what he does here with the 1-1 count. 1-1 count, 1 out for Uggla. And they are going to try to do a suicide squeeze, and it will not work. Uggla cannot get the bunt down, so Kim will be hung out to dry at home plate. That's just the risk of the suicide squeeze. That ball was in the dirt, and there was no way Uggla could have gotten it down. And, so Kim was just hung out to dry. As you can see him, he was dead by 3 miles right there, and that might cost them. Dan Uggla still batting here, 1-2 count, 2 outs with the runner on second, so he still has the opportunity to drive in a run. Let's see what he does, and he's going to roll over on the outside, low and outside pitch, and he'll be gunned down at first base. So pretty productive inning, scoring another run, the go-ahead run, and let's see what the Cubs can do in their half. Excuse me. Skaggs will be coming back up to the plate with a 2-2 count in the fifth, and he will take this one into right field over Cabrera's head for a nice single. And so he's getting back at De La Rosa. De La Rosa drove in the first run of the game, so Skaggs is trying to do the same thing, getting a single of his own. Pretty hyped up about that. Pitcher's not being the greatest of hitters. Here is Jock Peterson, the leadoff man, batting with a 1-2 count in the fifth inning. Let's see what he does. He will ground this one right past the second baseman into right field for a single. Skaggs is not going to test the right fielder's arm, not being the fleetest of foot. So that now the Pirates have something rolling again. The pitcher gets a leadoff single, and then Jock Peterson gets hit. So a great way to start it off. Here comes Javier Baez batting with a 2-1 count and no one out. It looks like the Cubbies have a man warming up in the bullpen now. Let's see what Javier can do. Javier Baez will square around to bunt, and he will bunt this one. A great sack of bunt. And De La Rosa will throw it past Cabrera. Skaggs will be going to the plate. Can he get in safely? He will slide in safely, yes. So an error gets in a run for the Pirates here. De La Rosa not really helping himself out at this moment in time. He does earlier with a single that drives in the tying run. And now he'll be throwing it into right field. And that's not going to help his cause at all. That would drive in a run as well. It would have been men on second and third with one out. Instead, it is men on second and third with no one out, and a run scores. Here is Greg Bird with 2 outs. Chris Bryant before hit the ball and drove in another run. He will take this one. That is deep to right field. Going back to the track as the right fielder and gone. That is the first Bucko bomb of the game for the Pirates. That is the 5th home run of the season for Greg Bird. Bird is the word during this moment in time. Not hitting the greatest this year. That home run might help his confidence at the plate. And that is a great hit. Clint Hurdle very happy that his first baseman hit a home run. 397 feet. 5th home run of the season. That's a 2-run Bucko bomb for Greg Bird. That is the replay. He took that one deep. He knew it right off the bat. That was gone. A great hit for Greg Bird. Nice hit for Greg Bird right there. Let's see it land out there in the right field bleachers. Joe Madden will come out of the dugout. Ruby De La Rosa's day will be ending now. Not showing his great season that he's had so far with the 5-1 record and an under 2 ERA. Did not show that today. Giving up, pretty sure, whoa. He's given up a ton of runs today. And Jared Eekhoff will come out of the bullpen. 4 games played in. 1-1 record and a 3.86 ERA. Average versus lefties, 269, and average versus righties, 231. So great pitching this season for Jared. Here is Skaggs now pitching with a big lead, and this won't be hit. Javier Baez will make a Jeter throw in the outfield grass, but it is not enough to get Billy Hamilton, the speedster. Here is Hazel Baker batting with a 2-2 count and 2 outs, and he will take this one into left field. Kim could not judge it, and the Lights having some trouble out there tonight and left, and that will be a single for Hazel Baker. Here comes Miguel Cabrera with a 3-2 count and 2 outs, so the runners will be moving here, and it will be taken right back up the middle. Let's see if Peterson's throw can be on time, and no, he's no way going to get the man at the plate. He'll make a strong throw over to third, and they will score a run. Here is the 2-2 count to Todd Frazier. He'll ground this one past the glove of Greg Bird. An error there by the first baseman, so hit the home run earlier, but making an error now, and that's going to cost the Pirates a run. The 2-2 to Scooter Gennett, and he will swing right through the 2-seam fastball, so Skaggs will get out of a pretty deep jam right here. Here comes Ernesto Ramirez coming out of the bullpen. 15 games played in, 2-1 record, 2.29 ERA, 259 average versus lefties, and 256 versus righties. Here is Skaggs in the 6th, up 6-3. And Jason Castro will hit this one up the middle, and Javier Baez will make a good throw over to first to get Castro barely. The 2-2 count to Hamilton will be taken into left field. Kim is tracking down, and he will dive and barely miss it. Jock Peterson will have to make a great throw in to prevent him from getting to third, and that's exactly what he'll do, making a great throw in. Clint Hurdle will come out of the dugout, and after that double, it will be the end of the day for Tyler Skaggs. A great ball game pitch for him. Let's see who comes out of the bullpen now. A great pitch ball game for Skaggs as he walks off into the dugout. Got to get ready to ice that arm so he can be ready for his next start. And Trevor May will be coming out of the bullpen with a 7 ERA in 10 games, 4.29 average versus lefties, and 2.80 versus righties. So not the greatest season for Trevor May. Looking to turn it around here in this ball game against the Chicago Cubs. 2-2 count with 2 outs to Mookie, and he will swing right over the slider to get Trevor May out of the inning. A nice pitch there from May. A struggling pitcher this year, but a great pitch from him right there. Here is the game summary as of this point going into the top of the 7th. Greg Bird 1 for 1 with the homer, 2 walks. Jeremy Hazelbaker 2 for 3 with the double, and Tyler Skaggs gives up 10 hits in 5 innings, but only gives up 3 runs. Here comes George Contos coming into the game with a horrible ERA of 6.75 in 13 games, but he has a 2-1 record, so pretty good. Here comes Jeremy Hazelbaker with the 0-2 count with Trevor May on the hill. Let's see what May can do. He will get him going down on that nice inside 12-6 curve. Gets him going down. That's a great pitch from Trevor May right there, getting the pretty hot Hazelbaker out. Let's watch the replay. That's a great pitch right there. Here comes Miggy with the 1-2 count and 1 out in the 7th, and he will hit this one on the ground. Dan Uggla will make a diving play, and he cannot get Miggy at first, but a great effort from Dan Uggla, the veteran infielder. Here comes Todd Frazier with the 3-2 count and 1 out. And that one is deep, and that one is gone. Holy moly, you did not want to throw him that pitch again. He will do the exact same thing. That is a moonshot for Todd Frazier. That is the 10th home run of the season for the Cubbies cleanup man. That's a great hit for Todd Frazier, and now the Cubs will only be down 1 run to the Pirates. That was 2-run homer, 410 feet. That was, as I said, the 10th home run for the Cubbies cleanup man on the season. And Galvis giving him a nice high five there. Let's look at where this pitch was. Yup, you can't give him that pitch again, right down the middle. Here's Freddie Galvis with the 3-2 count and 1 out. Trevor May struggling now, and he will ground this one right back up the middle. Dan Uggla will make a diving attempt, but is nowhere near the play. And there will be a runner on first with 1 out for the Cubs. Here comes Scooter Gennett, and the manager says hit and run situation. So we're going to throw this curve from his knees and we'll gun him out at second base. A great prediction from Clint Hurdle, the manager, saying that they're going to do a hit and run, and that's exactly what they did. Let's watch the replay. The changeup in the dirt from Trevor May, and it doesn't even matter. Schwarber with the cannon will hose Galvis at second base. A great play from the Buccos. Let's see what Scooter Gennett does with the 1-2 count and 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. May will get him looking on the low and out changeup. Just paints the black. A great pitch from Trevor May, showing signs of great pitching today, except for the long ball given up to Todd Frazier, and he knew it right off the bat. Let's see what Kim can do with the 2-2 count in the 8th inning, and he will ground this one onto Frazier. Frazier with the diving play onto first, and Kim will be out. So 2 great plays today from Frazier. The bomb in earlier innings, and Frazier now makes a great diving play at third base. A great day for the third baseman of the Chicago Cubs. That's a nice throw by Frazier. The pitcher is loving it. That his third baseman is helping him out right there. Here comes Kyle Schwarber with a 3-2 count and 1 out. Let's see what he does now in the 8th. And he will take this one too deep. Right field, going back to the track, and the right fielder will catch this one on the warning track, just stretching out his glove to catch this one. That's the pitching comparison for the starters today. Here comes Dylan Betances out of the bullpen, pitching great this season. Has a 0 ERA in 17 games pitched in. Average versus lefties is 167, and average versus righties is 289. So 17 innings, a 0 ERA, no saves, no record. The 1-2 count to the pitcher will be hit sharply back up the middle, but Jock Peterson does not even have to move to catch this ball in center field. Here comes Billy Hamilton with the 1-1 count, and Betances comes set, will pitch this one in, and he will take this pitch, a 97-mile-an-hour heater on the inside half of the plate. The 1-2 will be lazily flied out to the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton, and that will end the Cubs' half of the inning. This is beautiful Chicago, a great place to play baseball in on this night. Here comes Steve Cishek coming in, 15 saves. He is him and one other pitcher are the two leading pitchers for saves, a 1.17 ERA. And here comes Mookie Betts. Let's see what he can do. Steve Cishek getting ready to make his first pitch, and the pitch will be grounded on Chris Bryant, and he will make a good throw over to Greg Bird at first, barely getting Mookie Betts in time. As you can see, Steve Cishek is leading the NL in saves, and Greg Kimbrell is tied with him for 15. Right behind them is Zach Britton, Kenley Jansen, Luke Gregerson, Glenn Perkins, and Roberto Ozuna. Here comes Jeremy Hazelbaker with 1 out and a 2-1 count, and he will swing right over the sinker, low and out. Let's see what Cishek does again, and he will ground this one down the line. Greg Bird makes a diving stop. He will flip this one onto Cishek, but it will not be in time. Hazelbaker gets his 3rd hit of the day. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. He is 3 for 4 on the day, and let's see what he does. Manager says steal. He doesn't steal, just a pitch out to be cautious of Jeremy Hazelbaker, who has some speed at first base. The 2-1 count to Miguel Cabrera will be fouled back. Let's see what he does with the 2-2 count. He will ground this one foul again, so pretty good at bat working for Miguel Cabrera here in this inning. He will hit this one right back up the middle, very solid, and Jock Peterson has to make a good throw into third, so Hazelbaker doesn't get to third easily. 1 out with 2 men on, and here comes Todd Frazier, who hit the bomb earlier. He has a 3-2 count, and he will ground this one onto Ugla. Ugla onto Baez. Baez onto Greg Bird, and they will barely get Todd Frazier, and that will end the ball game. Raise the Jolly Roger here for the Pirates. They will barely get this victory against the Cubs, 6-5. They will sweep the series as well, as this was Game 3. Baez and Ugla pretty hyped up about the double play that just ended the ball game. So, yeah, this was a great series for the Buccos. Raise the Jolly Roger, and I'll see y'all in the next game. Peace!